Hey friend, Kalo K-E-I-E. Welcome Black. Black is for expansion. Welcome to my channel for those of you who are new. Um, my name is A Real Journey in these social media streets. And on this channel, I break down the connection between the energetic, aka spiritual realms, and our 3D physical realms because people do not realize how thin the veil is for real, for real. Work with energy all the time, spirits all the time. Some people call the spirits. At the end of the day, they are still energetic beings. It's an energy, but I do this so that way people could have a better understanding of not only themselves but where they are currently at in their life as far as what you're experiencing, no matter if it's positive or negative, and or challenging. I shouldn't say really negative. I'm trying to steer away from that word because everything in life, though it may seem negative to us, at the end of the day, it's a challenge. It's a lesson that our souls we had signed up to experience when we were just at our energetic stage. Period. So today, this is just a more inspirational. Of course, I'm pulling tarot cards because I do not give any messages unless tarot is involved, and then I'm channeling it. And because I read energy, I don't just go based off of my knowledge. I go based off celestial knowledge, which is the knowledge from the cosmos and the knowledge from our ether families. That could be your angels, that could be your guides. Mostly I talk to your higher selves, more so than your spiritual team that's assigned to you. So I'm not going to hold you and keep rambling on. Let's get into today's inspirational message. I was pulled to start doing inspirational messages for you all along with my picker cards and my astrology energetic effect videos. At least do 1 to 2 for the week, just because I do them. I actually tap in and talk with my higher self at least a month to 3 months out, and to do my inspirational, I call them inspirational quotes, but inspirational messages, and I put it in my phone for at least a whole month. Like, I got all of this month all the way up through August done. So I didn't get a chance to do any for you all yet for July, but I will, because I all my videos have been created pretty much at least for the whole season. I work on a whole season one at a time, at a time. So, it's 2.5 to 3 months in each season. So let's see what our ether family / our higher selves want us to know. I'm seeing Toe pull from the top. Ooh. Today, friend, our ether family wants you to know that you will be having divine guidance coming through on your journey. Full at the bottom of the deck. You'll have divine guidance coming through. Okay, I'm being pulled to pull Kali Ma. Okay, which they just want to remind us that every day they are here for us. Your higher self is always rooting for you. Why? Because, like I said, we made soul contracts when we were just in our energetic selves. Our souls carry over the memories from all the other lifetimes that we experienced before it took on physical form as the person you are now. So some of the stuff that you feel as far as your characteristics and why you are how you are, it's in your birth chart. I'll get more into that in another video. I'm being told pull from the top. Yeah, I'll get into that in another video. I'm being told to tell you Kali Mahamaya's message. It says, when the situation becomes unnecessarily complicated or confusing to your heart, Kali Mahamaya arises spontaneously as a protective barrier of universal truth. Ultimately, her revelation shall lead you beyond that which is deceptive or not right for you. This you are promised. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit. So yeah, like I said, we signed soul contracts prior to us being born, aka incarnating and reincarnating as the person you are now. So a lot of this is our life journey, full card. You know, it's uh, they want us to know to stop going through life blind. They are here for us, and everything that is in place, that's been in place, like the energetic realm, they already know what's going to happen to you. That's why the saying, what is that saying? Oh, nothing in life is a coincidence. Your life is planned out. Things like that. That's because it already is. Your soul already signed contracts to deal with certain people if they pass certain tests, and if they didn't pass certain tests, then it activates other contracts with other people. So therefore, like she said, she protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit, aka your soul. So it's things that's in the work, energies, I mean, specifically energies that's in the work that want to keep you in a low vibration. Why? Because they know they certain energies choose to vibe low, such as fear and things like that. And our divine parent creators already know this, because we are all their children. So they know which one of their children is choosing to vibe high and which ones are choosing to vibe low. Once we're born, we unfortunately forget that, because that's part of a consciousness that we are learning to bring back on to this, into this realm, into this dimension. I've been told to pull this card. This card fell out. I mean, this is Dakshina Kali. She appears fierce, and yet she is benign. Her oracle brings the message that a situation which may frighten or intimidate you is well within your capacity to handle. No matter how dramatic or intense a situation may appear to be at this time, it shall eventually be little more than a passing memory and not have any negative bearing upon your future. Yeah, so a lot of us, like I said, a lot of us we are unaware that we are going through life blind, because a lot of us say we have faith. We know we have guardian angels and things of that nature, you know, that you believe in as far as energetic beings. But yet when hard times fall upon us and challenges happen, you seem to find yourself choosing to figure things out on your own. Even if some of us even go in prayer and leave it in the God of your understanding hands, but then you turn around and go do something else that isn't too kosher, meaning, you know, it's not in alignment with what you are supposed to do, what was meant for you to do. You didn't wait for a response, you know, because God talked to us in many different ways. So pretty much they're just letting you know, for those who are currently going through some type of hardship, that this situation, though it can be frightening, though it can be intimidating, you are well within your capacity to handle this. No matter how dramatic or intense a situation may seem to be at this time, it shall eventually be little more than a passing memory and not have any negative bearing upon your future. Why? Because life is all about ups and downs. And at the end of the day, we all have divine guidance, because our souls make contracts. There are energetic beings assigned to us, and then some that come along the way that helps us. Yeah, these came out in reverse. This is spirit guides, and this is family connections. Yeah, our family. That's why I call them our ether family. This came out in reverse. So because a lot of us, as I mentioned before, we don't connect with and have a strong enough faith and to leave it in the God of your understanding, our divine parents of all creation's hands, and to our spiritual team that knows what contracts we sign and how we need and how we can successfully overcome and learn from those contracts or fulfill those contracts in a healthy way. where we don't self-sabotage, where we no longer walk in fear. So a lot of people are needing to learn that nowadays, and see that for themselves, that there is no need to fear, because there is so much going on right now in the world, all over the world, and so many different levels and aspects. But that's because a lot of people are out of alignment with what within themselves, because all energy starts with you. It starts with us individually. I'm being told to pull Kali Ma again. Self-love, and then tarot. Yeah, it's overall today, the our ether family, our higher selves, our higher future selves, they're wanting us to know that on our journey, on our solar life journey, we are always being given divine guidance. We are always being blessed. You just need to remember to connect with them. You could do it however you want. You could do it through prayer. You could do it through affirmations. Whatever you choose to do to speak life. There's nothing really specific, because we all are here for different reasons. I meditate, but though I meditate, that might not work for everybody. And please do your research on meditation before, if you have not meditated. I have a video that I put out a while ago on this channel about meditation and the myths and stuff, because a lot of people nowadays, especially in what I hear is like a new age religion or something like that, but they'll have you out here meditating and doing all types of stuff that's not in your lane. Stop following people that are not meant for you to follow, even if they look good and they sound good. At the end of the day, certain things you got to do your own research on to get further information, period. You know, and if you don't know how to get the information, what do we say? You always just ask. You know, some people ask in prayer. It don't matter. Long as a question pop in your mind, it goes straight to your ether family, and they are on it to help you figure out what it is you need to know. You know, they'll give you the answers. Why? Because we are divinely guided, period. So this is Nitya Kali. She says, through journeying within, you will gain energy, insight, and freedom from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so. You shall realize that you are not being denied but released. There is something new on the horizon for you. Honor your losses, but keep hope in your heart for what is meant to be. And this card is Kali Yantra. You have more power to evoke a positive shift in your circumstances than you realize. If anything required for success is lacking, the Divine Mother shall provide it. You are crossing a crucial spiritual threshold. Stay focused, let distractions fall away, and continue to commit yourself to what matters most to your heart. A more beautiful experience awaits you. Yeah, like I said, on our journey through life, we hit hard times, we hit challenges, we hit lows. But at the end of the day, as long as we commit to what our end goal and look at it as the best, and know that you are divinely guided, period, point blank, and you are a divine being, that you have God, Goddess energy within you. Why? Because you are a seed of the seeds of the seeds of that came from our divine parent creators, you know. So at the end of the day, you have the same energy as our divine parents. You know, it's just that we're still trying to figure out how to utilize our energy. I'm being told to pull the self-love. And then we'll do some more tarot. Yeah. A lot of us are still trying to figure out, for one, how powerful we are. Because that's part of our solar journey and stuff, because a lot of us fall on hard times and we get lost. And that's what these low vibrational energies want us to do. Stay lost, stay confused, because once you figure out how freaking divine you are, and that you are divinely guided, and you ain't got nothing to worry about on your journey in life, and that you are always death card up under the Fool, that you have the power to always rebirth yourself. So, and this was up under the The death card, so you can see happier times, even when the devil comes around, even when and stuff, and that you know that no matter what you do, you could bring heaven on earth in your life, and therefore getting through the tower. Say it again, Ashasa. So that way you can always be joyful and feel love, feel unconditional love. That's what I'm just hearing. Feel unconditional love at all times, even through your tower moments, even when low vibrational energies is trying to come at you to make you feel fearful, to make you feel confused, to make you feel like you helpless, to make you feel lost. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because you know how to work in both realms. You know how to work with the energies up in the higher realms, and how to bring the higher realms down into your into these lower realms. That way, why? Because you know how to rebirth yourself. You know how to end things. You know how to let things go that does not represent peace, unconditional love, or love period, and happiness. Bless. You know how to discover inner peace, friend. Discover inner peace and relax. You realize how to discover inner peace and relax. If you don't know, educate yourself. Sit with yourself. Figure out what it is you like. So that way you can redeem yourself, friend. That's what that says. Redeem yourself. All after a painful relationship, all is not lost. When they say relationship, it does not mean just a relationship with somebody else, another human being, another divine creation, like you. It could be a relationship with anything. It could be, your relationship with money. It could be your relationship with your kids. If you had kids, it could be relationship with your other person. It could be a relationship with your job. It could be a relationship with yourself, and just learning how to deal with stress, how to be more courageous, how to be more brave. So that way when you hit those confusing times, it could be something as simple as just trying to eat healthier, or trying to get your money together, or for you to make sure you have enough money to take care of emergency situations. I just heard, hey, when you stay ready, there's no need to always trying to get ready, because you already set yourself up to win. Why? Because you're listening to the divine messages that you are getting. Period. So this message is primarily for my friends that are currently going through some type of lessons, especially since Venus and Taurus is still going on. You're still going through some type of hardship where you're still trying to learn the lessons of the Taurus energy and Venus. Check out my video, my energetic effect video, if you have not watched that, for the month of June thus far, and as well as this week's energetic effect, so you know where you stand, where you fit in as far as energy, like why you are feeling the way you are feeling, why you're operating out of the energy you're operating on. I'm being told pull from the top. Yeah. Why you're out of balance with whatever it is that's going on in your life. This Temperance. Why is it so blurry? Let me see. It still look blurry. Sorry, friend. If this is blurry. I'm trying to... yeah, things are blurry right now. Pretty much. You need bottom of the deck, Hangman. In reverse. So that way you can see when you're out of balance, you're not sure when to make moves. When to make moves. Peace be still. That's what I just heard. Peace be still. Yeah, so like I said, this is primarily for my friends who are currently going through something in life. Like I said, it don't matter what it is. Because at the end of the day, we all are trying to overcome something. Something. Level up with chastity. This is the name of the company that I bought this deck for, which is the Sorry, my tongue don't work with me sometimes when it comes to English language. Like a kaleidoscope. Y'all know what I'm saying. But it's a kaleido deck. But anyway, if you look, Hopefully you can see this, because like I said, right now somebody is blurry. They can't really see too well where they're going, if they're going left or right. But this is my level up with chastity. That's a company. Now, I was just saying this earlier. I kept this because I was pulled to look up the word chastity. And the word chastity means to stop being involved in extramarital affairs, and or to just pretty much be celibate. You're not sexually active at all. So when I thought about that, the meaning of the word chastity, I thought of it from, well, I ain't gonna say I thought of it. Well, it was downloaded to me. My higher self, her name is Asha Asa. She told me, she said that pretty much means like on a energetic, you know, as far as energy, reading the energy of that word and not just the actual word and meaning for what it is, but just someone, you're involved with someone that you're trying to build something with that's not in alignment with you. You know, which is when we cause hardships in our lives, because like I said, we sign soul contracts to experience certain things within our lives. When we don't learn certain lessons, then that's what you activate contracts to continue on this path of lessons until you learn this lesson and know your true worth, know your value. But when I say that, it's deeper than just the physical realm of what we physically are doing here now. You know, it's more on an energetic realm when I mention know your worth, know your value, know where your soul came from, what your soul purpose is. Get to know yourself. And once you get to know yourself and really sit down with yourself and start calling peace within your life, and you are not accepting any more BS, guess what? You'll know love. That was at the bottom of the deck. Love. There is love all around you. Embrace it with open arms. You'll feel love because you'll no longer accept, level up with chastity. The chastity word. You'll no longer accept to be in a commitment with other people who are committing to other things, who are putting you on a back burner, who are neglecting you, who say they are in alignment with you in some way, shape, or form, but their actions are saying something completely different. Someone or some situation where you are not happy, you are not satisfied with what's going on, and you've been trying and trying to make it work out, but because it's been I'll say at least a year, I'm hearing a year or longer for a lot of us. Therefore, it has not worked out. Y'all not in alignment. Why? Because y'all made a contract to learn something together, but because that person, or it even could be you, friend, if somebody has left you recently or distanced themselves from you, it could even be you. But at the end of the day, y'all both are causing each other more hardship, because y'all staying in a contract with each other and y'all both are not on the same page, period. Yeah, deception at the bottom of the deck. I'm like, what's this? Deception in reverse. You feel something is off and you're right. Yeah, somebody knows something not right. You might not pay attention to it, but energetically you know. Why? Because you're not happy. You're not satisfied with what's going on. So it's like, oh, well, but you're still pushing. I still see somebody pushing, just pushing to make something work. And it's like, you should have been left. You need to have a real talk with yourself. You need to go within and really figure out what it is you truly want, so that way you could change your life around for the better. And some people not meant for you to not meant to move forward with you, friend. They just not. They not meant for you, especially once you recognize that something's not right. Regardless if you pay attention, because this came out in reverse. Deception came out in reverse. You feel something is off and you're right. Yeah, you're not listening. That's your higher self saying, baby, it is time for you to move on from this situation and or person. But you're lost in the sauce, because why? Your divine messages are being blocked. Why? Because lower vibrational people are around you right now. And you're creating to hold on to those connections. You're putting yourself in connections where to call more hardship in, because everything that is going on with you is going on within you. When you do not listen to yourself, then guess what? You continue to operate in imbalance. And I'm your friend, so I'm gonna let you know, because that's what real friends do. We let you know what's up, regardless if we hurt your feelings or not. And if we hurt your feelings, honey, you just not ready for me. You just not ready. Yeah. Balance yourself. Balance yourself. The Wheel of Fortune. That's all about balance. When you turn that wheel around and start calling in good things, that's, ooh, whoa, this came out. Be open to love. Our ether family wants to love us. Well, they already love us. Find your voice. Yeah, when I see this, I think of I just automatically think of frequencies. Because like I said, I read energy so much. I don't look at things for what it is. I look at the energetic messages. So when I say find your voice, you know, I just see somebody who like I said, hasn't figured out how powerful they are, how strong they are. Because whatever's going on is part of the lesson to keep them confused. So they don't know their strength. They don't realize how powerful they are. How much of a god and or, I ain't gonna say and or goddess, because we are both god and goddess energy. We have masculine and feminine energy. Our souls, some of our souls identify as females, and some of our souls identify themselves as male. But regardless, we are the masculine version of them, regardless if you are physically a female or physically a male. It's in your birth charts. I'm gonna go over that. I'm gonna make the video real soon to break that down. That'll help so many people, because I'm about to start doing zodiac readings for you all. Yeah, that way you could shine bright. That's the way you could shine bright. You got to be open to love, friend. I'm being told to read the message that is for this card specifically. Somebody's ancestor coming through, or somebody's from an energetic being. Ooh, this was in the card. Explore your creativity. Yeah. See what works out for you. The more you do what you need to do for yourself, friend, then guess what? Figure out what makes you happy. Explore your creativity. Then you'll find yourself being more open to love. You know, whatever it is that makes you happy and that calls in peace. So that way you can balance yourselves. Okay, so open to love, page 72. Because I'm being told to pull the direct message. Okay, open to love. This says, for centuries, the Kalasha have lived in remote villages in isolation between northern Pakistan, Chaitrel Valley, and the Afghan border. Many of the Kalasha are blonde-haired and blue-eyed, a look that is much different than other tribes in Pakistan. See, that's a message right there. The Kalasha also stand out for their culture and outlook on life. Excuse me if I am pronouncing this culture, this group of people's name incorrect. Traditionally, the Kalasha are polytheistic, believing in and worshiping many gods and goddesses. The Kalasha prefer to make love, not war, and they have a unique approach to relationship. The Kalasha women are sexually liberated, and loveless liaisons hold no appeal for these spirited women. Kalasha women can choose their husbands, but if the union doesn't work out, woo, come on now. Where was I at? She can contract with a man she likes. What did I just say? Your spirits, I mean, they not saying you just go hop around and do what you want to do. But long story short, if it's not working out, then you need to leave, because you don't want to continue to be imbalanced. Life is about love, loving yourself, respecting yourself first and foremost, because you can't give nothing to nobody if you're not giving it to yourself. Period. You know. But it said, continue on. It says she can let him know how much her current husband paid in dowry for her, and the new husband to be can then have to, well, can then, yeah, it says then, can then have to, wow, they said that, not me. That's how it's in this book. Can then have to pay double that dowry price. In Kalasha culture traditions, a couple might elope and get married even if the woman is still married to someone else. The freedom of relationship Kalasha women have enjoyed for centuries is radically different from the patriarchal codes of many parts of this world, which is what we live in, a patriarchal system. Yes, babe? Where's the sauce? You got to get a new bottle. In the cabinet. It should be on the top shelf. Okay, friends. So the ancestor message for this card, it says you are incredibly independent and don't often ask for help or let people in. But it is okay for you to allow yourself to receive from others. You will not become weak or lose your independence if you open yourself up to people and relationships. Allow yourself to feel love, happiness, and fulfillment. Be open to meeting people, starting a relationship, and experiencing new things. Try not to feel guilty for wanting more for yourself. You deserve to be content and fulfilled. Commit to letting other people into your personal space. Allow yourself to enjoy life again. And the divinatory meaning says this card is letting you know that your relationship area needs attention. If you are currently in an intimate relationship, look at how you feel in your relationship at the moment. Be honest with yourself. Look at what you can change for the better, or look at what you need to do to make your relationship happier. If you are single, this card is letting you know a new partner is about to come into your life. Don't be scared. You deserve to have a happy, equal, fulfilling partnership. Yeah. So overall, this specifically is talking about relationships, but I don't want to be too specific. You know, take the message as it resonates to you, because this is just an uplifting message for my friends. So that way you know how to move forward. For those who resonate and wanted to watch my video and was pulled to watch my video today. But overall, you are in a situation and or are dealing with someone who is creating imbalance in your life. And regardless, I'm not saying that that person is a bad person or that situation is a bad situation, because I look at it like this. For example, one time I was at a job. The job paid so well, but it was creating so many imbalances within me, therefore within my life. Why? Because it took me away from, I have kids, it took me away from my kids, it took me away from my family. I had to work a lot of overtime. It was a highly stressful job, because it was a job where I had to be very productive. I had to meet certain qualities, and there was very little room to error. Anybody who worked in banking, you know how you cannot make pretty much any errors because you're dealing with other people's money. It was like that. I worked with in the health. I had a contract working. Well, I worked for a company that did contracts with the government, and we were dealing with people's money in the health field. So therefore, there was no way we could really make mistakes and stuff, because if we did, those red flags, and it's government, you can't do that, you know. But like I was saying, it was a highly stressful job. I found myself emotionally like drained. Like I would leave work and I would just be drained. And at that time my children were very small. So to come home and you already worked a long day, you done did a double shift or whatever, and then to have to still pull yourself together to still interact with your family or anybody else and stuff, and you hear people wondering, well, why you never around, this, that, and the third, because you're tired. Like I said, the money was good, but at the same time, my emotional health had took a hit, my mental health had took a hit, because I was constantly tired, and I was highly stressed and stuff. Even though I left a lot of that at home, and then other things was going on that added to my stress. So look at stuff like life that way. It's not always so simple, you know, as far as, oh, a lot of people, they're in situations where they're so used to just work, or been struggling for so long that they don't see nothing wrong. And they're trying to, our ether family is trying to tell you, like, no, you could do better. Just listen to me. Because right now you're imbalanced on your life journey and stuff. And we want to show you that things could get better. You just have to find your voice, meaning you have to find your frequency, something, the vibration that works for you, so that way you can call in more peace. You have to go within, so that way you can connect with us, because right now you're not connecting with your spirit guides. And so that way you could turn things around. And that way you can make life better, and you could redeem yourself, friend. You can redeem yourself. So that's the message that I got for you today, friend. I hope that inspired you to push through whatever it is you're going through, no matter how small or big it might be, or how light or heavy. I shouldn't say small or big, but how light or heavy, because energy sometimes it could create heavy feelings, and sometimes it could create light feelings. At the end of the day, friend, it depends on what you want, what you do with it. And you can always level up. Even if you're in a good place, there's always space to level up. Let me see, what is the angel number? Let me write it down. Do I got my notebook? Yeah, I still got my notebook here. Once again, go check out my energetic effect videos for the week and the month thus far, so you know when the shifts and the planets change and when the energy shifts, so that way you could keep up with surrounding energy as well as within your life and the lives that's connected to you, so that way you could vibe high, or at least vibe higher. So your angel message I have is 10 9 109 and 10 14. Okay, 109 and 1014, friend. That's your two angel numbers that you have. Remember, this came out reversed, but don't be deceived. Don't let yourself continue to be deceived. And know what's up. Energy is real, and the spiritual realm is real. It's not that far off. A lot of people try to make it seem or whatever. You work with energy yourself every single day. Why? Because you have feelings. You know, you are in control of your life. Why? Because you have purpose. Why? Because your soul chose you to physically show up and show out, friend. So with that being said, I'm going to put the angel numbers in the description area for those of you, so you can look it up at your leisure when you get a chance, if you can't do it right away, just for more upliftment and more inspiration. And what else? Oh, and that's it. I will see you in the next video and or the astral realm, friends. And I will post another pick-a card tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be juicy, so make sure you look out for that. And remember to tell yourself every day, I am irrevocable. BKA, I am impossible to deny. Remember, for every physical action, there is a coinciding energetic, aka spiritual action. Why? Because there's purpose in everything. Stay blessed up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.